we were out in public recently, and a dangerous situation began to unfold. And I usually pride myself on situational awareness. It's one of the gifts my dad did give me. And know your exits, check your surroundings, watch your back, scan the room, assess who's a threat, who's not a threat, weakest, strongest, all of these things. Like, make it a game so you're not overloaded, you're not in a fight or flight. It's a game. You don't think too much about it. It's just very natural, secondhand. That's normally me. We went to this place that was very, very busy, and it was hard for me to really see everyone at the same time. So we kind of split up a little bit, and my guard is like super down. I just got done traveling. I was exhausted, and I failed on just knowing my surroundings and paying attention energetically to what was around me. And I guess, long story short, without getting like too detailed, dangerous person and situation kind of unfolded, and it was near my kids. And it was truly like the scariest moment of my life, and I'm still processing it. I haven't slept since it. I wake up gasping, thinking like that I'm in danger, my family's in danger. And immediately I had someone say or suggest that it was, part of the decision that I had made by getting into the industry. And for a second I took it and I was like, okay. And then I rejected it, and I said, absolutely not. I know somebody that's a school teacher and just looks like your average person, like not overtly sexual, doesn't dress in any way. Not that that matters, but just to give context, regular middle-aged teacher that had a situation like this, like a real stalker. I know women in the military. So again, not putting themselves out there in any way, not that that matters, but to preface it, that has dealt with this several times. So, and then I talked to another woman who's another teacher, very unassuming, and it's happened to her and her daughter. The common thread is just women. It's being a woman in this world. And when it's so easy for us to be judged for being neurotic or controlling or backseat driver, we are on edge more than men because the world requires that of us in order to protect ourselves, to protect our young, because we are way more vulnerable than men. It's full stop. That is the truth. And I'm not blaming men, because I think most men are awesome. Most men are protectors, and they are providers, and they are leaders, and they are good people. They're good people. There are some people that are not, and they're predators, and they're dangerous. And, for that small group subset of that sex, we have to be careful. We have to be on high alert, because it's not like you have a mask and a striped shirt and, like it's a villain in a cartoon. You have no idea who's safe and who's not safe until you're in the moment. So when all of this was going down, I was the one that picked up on everything. And what's hard about that is it like re-establishes that I don't feel safe, and it re-establishes that I have to be my own protector, and I have to be the main protector. And that's not something that I necessarily think I want, but it is my truth for right now. And that's hard. But at the same time, I'm so lucky and so blessed that I do have this warrior archetype, and I did have the upbringing that I did because I was able to handle that situation. I was able to see it before it got out of control. And if I didn't, I don't know what would happen. I really don't. So I guess to tie it all together, it's don't fall into this like false dichotomy about what is feminine and what is masculine and what is your relationship supposed to be like, because at the end of the day, you have to honor who you are authentically. And it doesn't mean that there's not a ton of improvement you can do, that I can do, tons of improvement every single day. But it's also to honor who I am, and who I am is going to be labeled as, quote, masculine. And I disagree with that. I think that there are plenty of examples of very strong female archetypes that are very much in their feminine, and it's just who they are. And I think asking them to change is a disservice. That being said, a bit of good news. I am getting my conceal on Thursday, my CC, and I'm really excited about that because while I'm a good shot and I do practice, it's useless if I don't have it on me, and it's useless if it's not easily available and that I remain unassuming. So I feel like control what you can, and maybe this will start to bring some more peace back into my body because it'll give me a force multiplier, and I'll be in a place where I feel like I can truly protect myself or my children. Because in that moment, I was like, I don't know what he has on him. I know at that moment I did not have anything substantial, and I don't want to be in that position again. So when people get like all up in arms about the Second Amendment, I think women should be the biggest advocate for them, because again, we're so much more vulnerable. And what else am I going to do? I'm not going to go do jiu-jitsu and wrestle a 200-pound man to the ground. Absolutely not. I'm in my 30s. I could spend every single day in jiu-jitsu from now until I'm 40, and I'm still probably not going to be helped out by jiu-jitsu. It's just the honest truth. I've seen women that are professionals in the space, and they go up to a guy that's not a professional. Maybe he rolls a couple times a week, and she's struggling. I have no intention on going every single day, and maybe it'll help me against like another woman, or maybe like a small man. But I don't consider it to be like a really practical application when it comes to life-saving techniques, especially because so much of it is on the ground. Like, as a woman, that's not where you want to be. If you're on the ground, you're in a very dangerous spot. So I am a big proponent of the Second Amendment, and I think that should probably be the first course of protection for women. I think it's just a lot more predictable, and I don't know. It gives me a lot more comfort knowing that I'll have that on Thursday. So very excited about that.